Horseshoe Falls on the River Dee. Absolutely stunning. But why are we here? We talk about canals. There's a good reason why we're here. Just over there is the feed that was taken off this river to supply the Llangollen Canal with water. As it turns out, some 15 million gallons of water every day. That's a lot of water. It's not just the canal and the locks and the aqueducts that it supplies. It feeds all the way down to Cheshire for its water supply, even today. Thomas Telford, when he designed the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct, knew that there was going to need to be a really good source of water supply just to keep that canal in good depth. One of the problems that besets many canals is water depth, hence all the reservoirs and streams that are diverted, rivers, etc. to feed them. This is a fantastic idea and a brilliant reality. The distinctively shaped weir, which is 460 feet wide, was designed to create a pool of water that can be diverted, in part, to the Llangollen Canal, and it does so via Thomas Telford's purpose-made water supply channel. The canal west of Pontcysyllte Aqueduct and the construction of the weir were authorised by an Act of Parliament obtained in 1804 by the Ellesmere Canal Company. The canal was a navigable feeder which supplied water to the Ellesmere Canal beyond Pontcysyllte and to the Chester Canal, to which it connects quite near to Nantwich. Thomas Telford was a civil engineer responsible for the design, and the canal and feeder were completed in 1808. Thomas Telford was also the engineer for the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct and the Church Aqueduct a little further east at Trevor Basin. The weir was an important factor in the retention of the canal, and the owners of the entire Shropshire Union system, the London, Midland and Scottish Railway companies, decided to close much of the network in 1944. They retained the line of the former Chester Canal and the Ellesmere Canal from Nantwich to Ellesmere Port, the branch of the Chester Canal to Middlewich, and the former Birmingham and Liverpool Junction Mainline Canal from Nantwich to Wolverhampton. Because Horseshoe Falls was and is a major source of water to that system, the canal from Llangollen to Nantwich, including the great aqueducts at Pontcysyllte and Church, was retained as a water supply channel. This enabled the canal to survive until it was taken over by the British Waterways following nationalisation in 1948. Unlike many of the other canals on the network, it did not fall into disrepair because of the water feed from the falls. With the steady decline in commercial traffic, British Waterways negotiated with the Mid and South East Cheshire Water Board, and the canal is used to transfer water from the Dee at Llangollen to Hulson Reservoir near Hulson Junction to the northwest of Nantwich. An average of almost 15 million imperial gallons per day are channelled from Horseshoe Falls to the Llangollen Canal and towards the Shropshire Union Canal. Under British Waterways, the canal had become one of the most popular cruising canals of the country and remains so today. The final 1.7 miles from Llangollen to the falls is not navigable by motorised boats, as it is simply not wide enough for vessels to turn around. But the towpath extends along the bank right up to the falls, and it's a really stunning walk and highly recommended. Since 2009, the weir has been part of the World Heritage Site, which covers 11 miles of the Llangollen Canal, just west of Horseshoe Falls to just above Church Aqueduct. The canal was awarded World Heritage status because of the bold civil engineering solutions needed to construct a canal with no locks through such difficult terrain. So this is where it was controlled originally. It's no different to a regular sluice paddle on a lock gate. Crank it open for more water, close it down, slow it down and stop it. Behind us is the meter house that was built in 1947, now with computerised controlling valves. doesn't need anybody to come here and do it. It can be remotely controlled from a distance. I bet Thomas Telford would have marvelled at today's technology and how we control things, but still, his aqueducts and his bridges and his achievements live on. Absolutely fantastic. Superb engineering at its best. This video is a tad shorter than what has become our norm. We had intended to film at Stratford-upon-Avon Canal Basin and see some of the amazing historical attractions there, such as the theatres and the William Shakespeare statues, not to mention the canal and the river. The weather was horrendous, with freezing rain and a wind chill of -6 centigrade. We got some footage, but we'll return next week, weather permitting. The footage for this video was recorded back in October 2021. It's quite interesting and we hope you enjoyed it. Quite soon we intend to re-video the Pontcysyllte Aqueduct and also include this time the Chirk Aqueduct, possibly in a double production. Take a look at our original. It's good, but we can do better. Thanks for watching. See you soon.